we are live. Hey friends!
Hello everyone.
We will wait for a few people to come in, and as you come in, if you can give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. I know that from time to time we've had some audio issues. So, hello Michael.
Hey,
Can you hear us okay? Hey Christopher. All right. Well, it sounds like we are live and in color, and I got crazy eyes going on today. I'm not really sure what's going on, but you can tell by my thumbnail picture that it's woo. So we just wanted to do a last live because Wilbert is leaving me.
It's so sad.
So before we talk about, hey Cynthia, before we talk about what's up next for Wilbert. Oh, it's a little warm in here. Let's talk about how his training went. So you go first. Talk about your training and what you thought, and don't blow smoke up my butt either.
No.
For translation, that means.
I'm just saying, it has been a very, very educational journey. I mean, I've learned so much, way more than trucking. Sorry, my accent is kind of.
You're good.
Yeah, I said in Jamaica we said trucking, but I've learned a lot in trucking, and I could even say business from Nancy, because she's an awesome trainer. She's a book person. She believed in doing it right, and I learned so much that I think I needed a bigger brain to actually hold everything in. But it's been a really great journey. I'm really happy that I got to be trained by Nancy, because I learned so much. I mean, so much. I mean, about preparation, about getting ahead of the game before, and I'm really happy I got a chance to be trained by her, and I learned a lot. And I'm still, I don't even realize that today's my last day with her. Like it still haven't sunk in yet, but I've had a really good experience, and to be her first trainer, I feel like she's been training for years though. Honestly, she's really to the book, and I'm really happy that I got to be her first trainee, and I could say she's the best trainer. I don't care what nobody say. She's the best trainer, and anyone else who got her to train them, you're gonna be a very lucky person. So thanks again.
Thank you
for everything. I mean, you push me when I need to be pushed. You encourage me when I need to be encouraged. I mean, and I like that. I mean, I've come away with so much knowledge. I feel like I really need to be able to impart this knowledge that I've gained from her to someone else too. So I thank you again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss you, and as I move to my.
Don't talk about yet.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
talk about what you're gonna do next.
Okay.
So it's interesting because Wilbert talks about how when he did one of these things, and I would put the hammer down to him. We're brother and sister-in-law, but I didn't let him off the hook. Yeah. There was times where I could tell, like, we would do trip planning.
Yeah.
And I know he felt the pressure from me, because I'm like, what time do you think we should leave? And I'm like, you sure about that? Have you looked at the weather? And he looks up at the sky. I'm like, you need to look at the weather. And then I'm like, what time zone are we in? And what time zone are we delivering in?
Oh yeah, those were almost like pulling my tooth.
So going through those exercises, I think will prepare him for when he has to plan his own trips.
Oh yeah, he was very very important. I mean, because to be honest, at times I even think about the time zone and how important it was. So
Yeah.
it is really important.
Yeah, I mean, when you're moving, you're moving across time zones, and
Yeah.
you got to be aware of what you're gaining or what you're losing, and so we went through those exercises.
Oh yeah.
So, and I will say that Wilbert will continue to get better with his backing, but Wilbert does a great job at backing, and he's starting to see more of how the truck
Yeah.
or how the trailer reacts to what he's doing. And he doesn't take the easy route when it comes
Yeah.
to
That's true.
picking backing spaces, which amazes me. I was trying to teach him, like, hey, here's how to survey the parking lot and find easier spots, but he will take some tough spots and get in them. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy for him, and he's doing a really good job with that. And his rapport with customers and just with other drivers in general, when he's on the road, he's always so kind. I mean, he's the guy that wants to get out and help drivers. I remember we were in the caves. Do you remember when we were in the caves? And this one guy, whoo-wee, he was jackknifing around one of the cave barrier pillars, and this was like our second week together, something very early on, and Wilbert was like out there and just wanted to help him, even if it was, don't hit this, or so he's, I learned a lot about Wilbert when when you live together, you learn a lot about a person, but even working together and how he interacts with others and reacts to pressures and stress, and because it's training is not easy.
It's not easy.
There were some tense moments between us, but that's because
she wasn't that easy on me. I'm just letting guys know that she was tough. She didn't let me off the hook for nothing at all. Because my big thing is he's going to be in his own truck, and he's got to know why this was not the right choice or best decision or what have you. So you guys, I got to share this with you because Wilbur and I will laugh about it now. So like early on in training, if I was backing up, Wilbert liked to get out of the truck to see what was going on, right? And so I would be looking for him like in the mirrors and like, where did he go? And I'd stop, right? And then all of a sudden he'd pop out from behind the trailer, but behind the trailer in between the dock. And I was like, I'm honking. I'm like, no, get out of there. You can't be between there. And he's like, no, that's okay. And so he came up, and I'm like, no, seriously, like that is so dangerous. You can't do that. So then it happened again. And then this time I hollered something about, Wilbert, if you are in between the trailer and the dock again, I'm going to kick your ass. Oh yeah, I remember that clearly. I was like, oh, okay.
Like that is so dangerous.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's the second time I hear someone say I look like Russell Westbrook. I don't know who
he's
Russell
a
Westbrook
basketball
is.
player, right?
Well, I gotta look him up and see how look-alike we are. But thank you, though. I hope it's a compliment.
Yeah. So, it was a good experience for me training with Wilbert, and I learned a lot. Even going through this process as his new trainer, I could tell when I was getting probably the wrong attitude, and I was trying to check myself before I wrecked myself. I don't know if that always worked, but I could see where I felt pressure, and but we made it through. So tell them what's going on now with you.
Well, now I'm gonna branch over to the tanker division, and
he's gonna become a unicorn, guys.
I'm gonna do the tanker. My trainer is already here waiting for me, and that's my new journey. So just wish me the best, and all of you guys who send me, give me real good encouragement. I appreciate you guys, and keep it coming. Thank you very much. And like I say, she will always be my trainer, because her phone is always going to be ringing. I could promise her that. So, yeah.
Yeah, NBA player with Thunder,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you, Texas two-step.
So when Wilbert was coming out to Prime, he wanted to originally go tanker because he's from the Northeast, and that's a good area for tanker with Prime. And when he found out that I was reefer, you know, he made the concession of coming over to the reefer side to be trained by me.
Yeah.
But his heart is still in the tanker world because he wants to stay in the Northeast area. And probably that's a good division for him to be in if he wants to do that. So I'm not too familiar with the tanker training other than the fact like it's a 1 month boot camp, right?
Yeah, basically
Something like
30
that.
days, yeah.
So he's gonna learn, but you know, he's gonna learn all about tanker as well, you know, the venting, the hoses. That was originally what I was going to pursue, but given my location in Minnesota, it would be harder for me to get home. So, but he's going to be filled with knowledge. I mean, you think your head's bursting now, you wait. So I'm really excited for him, and I think he's going to do really well in this game.
Yeah, someone asked if I was going to go company or lease. I think, like I said before, for right now, I'm craving for wisdom, so more knowledge. So I'll go lease. I'm sorry, not lease, company, and you know, get to know the business before I go lease. I mean, I know if I go lease, I will have a great mentor on my side, but I'm just gonna go company for now.
Yeah. We tried to talk about both things during training. You know, I would say, well, this is what happens in company from the lease perspective. So, you know, it's a lot of information because some of the things are very different. Thank you, Jesse. But, you know, at least he's been introduced to it and can make a, you know, decision for him immediately and then in the future as well. So
I'm blessed, definitely, Mike. I'm really blessed.
Oh, you guys are too kind. So, but I will be continuing training. I had thought a number of things. You know, one would be, should I get off of YouTube? Well, I've made a decision to stay on YouTube. Hey, Janelle. And so I made a decision to stay on YouTube, and I've made a decision to continue training. I just want to take a break. We got some things going on with at the house, so I want to try to get Jake. If Chris will let me take Jake for a month, well, that's still up in the air. But sadly, I don't have a load going home today, so it looks like I'm gonna have to rent a car and get up to Minnesota. So that's probably what's gonna happen. Wilbert's gonna get his stuff ready, move to his tanker trainer's truck.
It's kind of sad though, but it's a good experience, and I really learned a lot, like a lot more than navigation, trucking, like everything, you know, and it's just really good.
Yeah, I didn't want him to.
Thanks, Charles.
I wanted to expose him to at least everything that I was exposed to, and teach him what he needed to know on his first load out. And I told him, I said, you watch your first load out, it's gonna be like you forgot everything. All of a sudden you're gonna be like, what? Tandems? What?
Yeah.
But I don't even know if what's relative to him when he finishes tanker, so I can't speak to that.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle. I think when I'm probably in the middle of tanker training, then I'll actually decide where I'm going. But one thing I know for sure, I'm going back to the Northeast.
Yep, he wants to be home and or closer to home. Yeah. How did The Notebook turn out? Oh, it was a good movie. I'm just kidding. You know, it got to be where I had skipped some days in The Notebook, and I even added more. You know, I had an initial graph, and I added more things to that graph. Because we had, guys, we were on a Floral load, and we had we found a box at our next load or our next delivery, so we had to put a claim in and have it FedEx back. I mean, that's just some of the things that you deal with. So
Prescott. Sorry.
Oh, we actually dealt with a few more things, like the claims piece of it than I had anticipated, because you just never know if you're going to have it, over, short, damage, that sort of thing. So that was good. I'll continue to use the notebook. I think it'll be eye-opening for additional students that come in, whether they want to measure themselves against a previous student, or not, or wonder why they're not moving as fast, or gotta hate the floral loads.
Thank you, brown sugar.
Right on. Never doing one of those again. Good experience, but never. Like, literally, we were knocked out, dead, tired at the end of those floral loads.
Yeah, that literally messes up for 1 week.
It comes close to breaking your spirit.
But it's always, like you always say, that's one thing I like about Nancy, though, is that she never done it, but she wanted to really actually see what it's like, even though she know it might not be the best of all, but she wanted to get a feel of it herself. We did. Yeah. So it was a good experience, though.
It was a really good experience, and one that I don't ever want to go through again. And that's why I can appreciate all of you that are either dedicated floral or love the floral loads, because that means I don't have to do them. Now, is it a good experience for a student to go through? Yeah, but it will take me a lot of mental preparation to go through it. We had 9 drops, people, from Oxnard, California to, we ended up in Indiana.
Were we on time for one of them?
What?
Were we on time?
Oh my gosh. So by the end of it, I felt like I had been worked over by a trainer for a week straight. Yeah. Like, you touch every single box.
I was like a floral boot camp, man.
But it was good. It was a good experience. So.
If you get used to it, though.
And I will tell you, it is good money if you like it, and if you can get a system down with your teammate. Like, towards the end, we were getting a system down. I think we were moving a lot faster. We were figuring things out, but none of those places are friendly to 53-foot trailers. Like, sometimes you're just parking on the street, going to their coolers, bringing carts to the truck, and then you are unloading by hand. Like, there's no forklift, there's no pallet jacks involved at that point. So, but we'll see what it's kind of like childbirth, right? When you're in it, you're like, never, I'm not having another child. And then, a year goes by and you're like, oh my gosh, I want another baby. I don't have to deal with those decisions anymore. But, so we appreciate you guys sticking through with us and being interested in his training, and of course my development as a trainer. And we're just gonna continue on our separate paths, although join forever. By marriage, of course, because I'm married to his brother. But
I haven't seen Fontana in a while. Hello, Fontana. Thank you.
Montana. You're talking
Montana.
about
I'm sorry, not Fontana.
Fontana is a drop yard in California for us.
No, Humber.
Yeah, Montana.
Montana. Yeah.
Yeah,
Montana. Hummingbird or something like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your encouragement. You've always encouraged us and always comment positively, and we thank you. I haven't seen you in a while, but hope you're well.
Yeah. So, Crazy Florida Truckers, our load was $4,600. That's what it paid for 2 days. So we had to make 9 deliveries in 2 days. And what do we need? What is that blue thing? Mickey, I can't tell what that thing is on the end. I don't have my glasses on. Look at us. He's got glasses on, and we're both like squinting at the screen. We're on my phone, so. And although it's a Note 9 and big, but
you said sleep?
Yeah, for deep. Oh yeah, we need sleep. That's yeah, you're right about that. So
it's really funny that when I just started, like, I don't know, I've been driving like five and a half hours. No, 560 something miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was still thinking like, what did I just do? I didn't even realize I could ever drive that long. But
Yeah. Yeah, we don't burn our clocks to do a 70 or to do a 34 reset. We work off of recaps. So, as long as we hit our designated mileage per day, we are golden. So there's no reason for either one of us to work our full 11-hour every day.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that, but it does take you a while to work up to it because he was pretty light on his PSD. Would you come in at like 4 hours?
Yeah.
You were driving in a shift.
Not even 4 hours. Probably less than that.
Yeah, and I mean, Wilbert went through it. He went through major city driving. He went through mountain driving. He went through night driving.
Night driving. Oh my God.
Driving when he wasn't feeling good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just some of the things that you deal with out here, and as much as he's like family, I can't mother him because it doesn't do him any good.
No.
I have to be supportive, and but I also have to be like, we've got to get there. We've got to load. We got to make it happen. So.
Florida trucker.
Oh, I know you're in Alaska. I saw your video posted, but I didn't have a chance to watch it yet. So I'm so jealous. Oh my God, I'd love to see Alaska. But yeah. So that's our story, guys. It's the end of Naenae and Wilbert.
Yeah. Well, there's some people I've seen. Are you gonna do some YouTube video? I don't know. I will go by my trainer recommendation. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you're certainly gonna have things to share.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely, because I learned a lot from you, and I really think that.
You have a whole nother experience now. You're moving to tanker.
Oh yeah.
You could talk about the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The differences between the two. That I mean, we already talked about what we assume are some of the differences, but you'll know when you go through. Yeah. What? Say something about the bar soap fixing a crack.
Tank, fuel tank, or something like that.
Yeah, like I saw your comment and I was confused by it.
Will that actually work though?
Well, it says leaky fuel tank to help other driver out. It's expensive to repair. Lots of drivers don't get it. Fix it. Leak fuel.
I said do it. It's fun.
Do you make more money teaming? Well, I guess that depends, right? It depends on your team. Company drivers, I know you like equally split. I'm gonna just throw it out there. Like you're paid 24 cents per mile on all of the miles dispatched. So that means that if you're sleeping, you're still making money on the miles that your team driver is driving, right? And that's the same for like Wilbert with me. He was getting paid for the miles that I was driving because as a company driver, he gets paid for deadhead and dispatched. And then of course I made money because we were able to take team loads, and team loads usually move faster and they pay more, and you get rid of a load quicker and you get the next load that much faster. So I believe you do, but again, it depends on your team. If you have a team that doesn't work well together and likes to sit, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you consider more money. So, let's see. Well, he's got to get packed up and meet his trainer, and I got to take him into the company store, get him something as a graduation gift.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So, we gotta make that happen. But if you're in Missouri, and you see us today,
anyone at the terminal watching us today? Missouri terminal?
Wait, who thinks you're me? I've heard this before. I gotta see that. comment come back up? There's so many of us. Belle Baby. I can't see your profile picture, but somebody commented on one of the videos that they saw me somewhere, and I said, nope, that wasn't me. And they're like, well, you have a twin. So I'm interested to see what you look like. Oh, hey, how you doing? No Hippie Trucking. I saw your you had like a broken spirit video, much like when I first started, when the truck stop backing almost broke me. Like, woo wee. You definitely went through some things. You can he went through the Pennsylvania mountains at night, you know, with the curves, and that's difficult. It can be difficult. Yeah. You know, people talk about, oh, it's nothing compared to the West Coast ones. It's a whole different beast. The Pennsylvania ones. So that is no joke. So I'm proud of where you're at, Lyle.
Sandy said something about we will make some videos with you, I guess.
Oh, cool. Somebody reached out to me and asked me to do a video about what lady students should specifically take to CDL school. So I'm going to do a video on that.
Is that the writer I know?
I don't know. And then you guys, I'm going to come to you. I have a cool new t-shirt gadget, don't I?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
awesome,
I'm going to show you guys that. I'm not going to show you today because the back is sort of messed up right now with me getting ready to go home and him packing up stuff. So they always think I'm you. Well, look at you. That could be dangerous. You could pull it off. You'd be like, heck yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a good person to be, what do you call it, mistaken identity.
I guess, yeah. So, all right, you guys, we gotta close this up. Thank you very much, everybody.
You,
and Wilbert's been a great student, great family member to get to know. I had it.
Bella Baby,
oh, sweet. We're definitely gonna have to meet up sometime. So,
maybe your sisters and you don't know it.
Right. Mom? What?
No,
or was it Dad? Oh, don't say that about. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for everything, and see, they're pressuring you now to make a YouTube video.
Huh? Oh well, I will. I mean, I just want to say, like we say in Jamaica, respect, guys. Bless up and thank you for everything. So, bless up, and you will definitely see more of me. All right? Bless up and respect.
Bye, guys. Be safe.
Peace out.
Bye.